Very good morning, dear children. How are you all? Today we are going to see the third unit, changes around us. By learning this lesson, we come to know various changes that happens around us and we can classify them according to their nature. Let's enter into the lesson directly. Observe the pictures in the previous page and fill in the gaps. This is an activity given to you, so you can observe the picture and fill up the box. What is a change? The process in which something becomes different from what is earlier. So it is the observable difference between initial state and the final state of an subject. Change is the law of nature. In our day-to-day life, we can see many changes around us, whether the change periodically, that is daily or seasonally. Seasons change periodically. Some other things happens rarely. So a paper burns readily while it takes a few days for an iron nail to rust. It takes a few hours for milk to turn into curd, but vegetables get softened in a few minutes when cooked. So these are all the changes we observe in our day-to-day life. So what will be the result of these changes? The shape, color, temperature, position and composition of the object or the substance may change due to the changes. Can you observe some changes and write about them? So we can easily observe them. Activity 1 is a very easy thing. You can do it by yourself. Let's classify the changes. Next, classification of changes. There are different types of changes observed in nature that occurs around us. Some changes take place very quickly, while other takes hours, days, even years. Some changes are temporary, while some others are permanent. Some changes produce new substances, while others do not. Some changes are natural, while others are made up of human being. Some changes are desirable to us, but some changes are not desirable. So, we can easily classify the changes into 5 types. 1. Slow and fast. Second one, reversible and irreversible. Third one, physical change and chemical change. Fourth one, desirable and undesirable. Fifth one, natural and man-made. So, let's see the different types of changes one by one with a proper example. First, we shall see slow and fast changes. They have given you some pictures how the baby is growing into a adult. It takes years together to become an adult. But see, the crackers are burning. What will happen? It takes few seconds to burn. Yes. Also, we are lighting the lamp means it takes few seconds. So the changes may be fast. The changes may be slow. So what is slow change? Changes which takes place over a long period of time are known as slow changes. Long period means it includes hours, days, months and years. Fast means it is within seconds or minutes means it is fast. Hours, days, months, years means it is slow change. Example for such slow changes are growth of nail and hair, change of seasons, germination of seed, anything you can write which have happened slowly as the example for slow changes. What are fast changes? Changes which takes place within a short period of time. What do you mean by that short period? It is seconds or minutes or known as fast changes. So example for the fast changes are bursting of balloon, breaking of glass, bursting of firecrackers, burning of paper, etc. Next we need to see about reversible and irreversible changes. What do you mean by reversible? The word itself explains you what is reversible. To get back the original state is known as reversible. So, change which can be reversible are known as reversible changes. What are all the reversible changes? You can classify them. In your day-to-day life, you can find that. Touch me not plant. You may come across that plant in your area or in some hilly places it is very abundantly seen. So, if you touch the plant, what happened? The leaves shrink itself. But later, in few minutes later, it again go to its original state, original position. So, It is a very good example for reversible change. Stretching of rubber band, melting of ice, these are all the example for reversible changes. See this touch me not plant, the picture is given in your book. Unfolding the paper, it is reversible. You should not tear it. That is the only condition. Then irreversible change. Changes which cannot be reversible. That is, things will not get back to its original state, are known as irreversible changes. Many changes are irreversible changes. Burning of candle, piercing of balloon with a pin. These are all an example for irreversible changes. So what are all the examples for irreversible changes? Change of milk into curd. You cannot get the milk again from a curd. Digestion of food. You cannot get the original food itself again. Making idli from batter. Once it is cooked means you cannot get its original position again after you cook the meal. The third thing, physical and chemical changes you need to see. They have shown an apple that was cut and its color changed. What is the meaning for this color change? So, the apple, some enzymes will be there in apple. So, it reacts with the air and its color is changed. Like the rusting of nail, iron nail. What happens? Its color also changes due to the reaction with air. So, these are all chemical changes. Okay. There are few differences between physical and chemical changes. If we understand what are physical change and chemical change, we can easily distinguish them. So, let's know what is physical change. Physical changes are the temporary changes in which there is change in the physical appearances of the substance, but not in its chemical composition. Here no new substance is formed. So temporary change is physical change. Change in physical appearance. What is physical appearance? Its pressure, a solid, liquid, gas, its color. These are all the physical appearances. Okay. Not in the chemical composition. Its chemical, every substance is made up of some chemical bonding electronic structure. So physical changes will not touch the electronic configuration. So this is physical change. Example, melting of ice, the solution of salt or sugar. We can easily sediment or you can easily separate salt from water or sugar from water. Stretching of rubber band, these are all an example for physical changes. Let us understand the physical changes that takes place in water. You already know that water exists in three states, that are solid, liquid and gases. Change of state takes place either by heating or cooling. So if we heat the ice cube, what will happen? It becomes liquid. If even you give temperature or heat to the liquid, that is water, what will happen? The water become water vapor. It is gaseous in state. So these physical changes, transformation of physical changes happens due to heating. The same thing will occur while you are cooling the substances. What will happen if you cover a boiling water pot with a lid or moody which what will happen? You can see the water droplets. How the water droplets are deposited on the lid? That's just because of cooling of water vapor. If you want to get ice cubes, what will you do? You will freeze it. So again you cooling the water to get ice cube solid. So by cooling or by heating, you can change the state of water. That's what explained here. So water changes. Ice into water on heating, melting. Water into steam on heating is known as vaporization. Steam into water on cooling is known as condensation. Water into ice on cooling is known as freezing. Another thing is given, sublimation. What is sublimation? It is not happening in water. The solid directly comes to or changes to a gaseous state is known as sublimation. Example is camphor. இந்த சூடம் கற்பூரம்லாம் வைக்கிறீங்க அப்படின்னா அப்படியே கரைஞ்சு காணாமல் போயிடும், லிக்விடாக மாறாமலே. So solid directly converted into gaseous state is known as sublimation. Okay. Next, dissolution. The spreading of the solid particle among the liquid molecules is called as dissolution. If you drop few ink drops in a water, what happens? The ink dissolve in the water. So that is known as dissolution. You need not to stir. It automatically dissolve in the water. So it is known as dissolution. Okay. In that dissolution state, there are two important things you need to know. One is solvent, another one is solute. What is solvent? Solvent is a substance that dissolves the solute. What is solute? Solute is the substance that is dissolved in the solvent to make a solution. So here sugar and water. Consider sugar and water. So what is solute? Solute is the sugar. What is solvent? Water is the solvent. So by mixing both the water and sugar, you get a solution. When solute is dissolved in a solvent, it forms a solution. Solute plus solvent gives solution. Water is known as universal solvent. It dissolves a wide range of substances. It cannot dissolve all the substances, but a wide range of substances can be dissolved in using water. Next, we need to see about chemical changes. Chemical changes are permanent changes in which there is change in chemical composition and new substances are formed. Burning of wood. If you burn a wood, you cannot get the wood again. Popping of popcorn, blackening of silver ornaments and rusting of iron. These are all examples for chemical changes. So the difference between physical and chemical changes has been given in your textbook. I read it again. Physical change and chemical change. In physical change, no new substances formed. In chemical changes, new substances were formed. No change in the chemical composition due to physical change. There is change in the chemical composition due to chemical change. It is a temporary change, it is a permanent change. Physical change is reversible and chemical change is irreversible. You can see the activity 7 and do it. Next, we need to see about desirable and undesirable changes. Few changes are desirable and few are not. Let's know what is desirable changes. The changes which are useful, not harmful to our environment or desired by us are known as desirable changes. Example, ripening of fruit, growth of plants, cooking of food, milk changes into curd are desirable changes. Undesirable changes, the changes which are harmful to our environment and are not desired by us are known as undesirable changes. Examples, deforestation, decaying of fruit, rusting of iron. These are all example for undesirable changes. Next, we need to see about natural and human-made changes. Few changes are occurring by naturally, few are human-made. Let's see what are natural changes. Changes which takes place in nature on their own and are beyond the control of human being are known as natural changes. Examples, rotations of the earth, changing phases of the moon, rain, etc. And human-made or artificial changes, the changes which are brought about by human being are known as human-made or artificial changes. They will not happen on their own. We need to do that. What are they? Example, cooking, deforestation, cultivating crops, construction of buildings. So I hope you all understand this lesson and you can easily distinguish any changes according to the classification. All the best. God bless you. Study well. Thank you, girls.